It's that time again. It's time to yap about books. Specifically, we're talking about the books that I plan on reading in the month of January. And yes, I know that we are already a week into January, but I still wanted to share this because I feel like I've got some really great books on the TBR this month, and I need to share with my book friends. Let's hop into all the books I'm planning on reading in the month of January. So I'm starting off strong with a reread, and that is People We Meet on Vacation. I'm actually about 50% of the way through the book. The movie comes out, I think the day that this video goes up is when the movie's coming out, but I'm filming this on Monday. The movie comes out on Friday, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. This is my favorite Emily Henry book. I was so pumped when I found out they were making it a movie, so I will be watching it on Friday night. I'm so excited. But as I'm rereading this book, I'm just like, yes, I remember why I loved this so much, even though a lot of people hate this book, but this is my favorite of her books. But the funny thing is, a lot of people love Happy Place, and that's my least favorite book by her. So I don't know what that says about me, but this book, I love Alex and Poppy so much, and I cannot wait to see them on the TV. Yes, it's not on the big screen because it's Netflix, but I can't wait to see their movie. I am rereading this, and I will be finishing this before the movie comes out. And yeah, so we're starting off strong with a reread. This was 5 stars last time I read it, and I'm sure it's a 5-star again. You know, it is. The next book, I don't own the physical copy. It is on Kindle Unlimited, and it just released at the end of December. But it is Bluebird Gold by Devney Perry. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But it is her newest, I think it's a romantic suspense, maybe? I'm not really sure. I've only read Shield of Sparrows by her, so I'm not familiar with her romance books that she has going on. But this is part of a book club that I'm in. That's a book club online. It's actually Delaney Smith's Patreon book club. So that is the book that we are reading this month for that, and I'm so excited to dive into it. But like I said, I don't own the physical copy. Here is what the book looks like, and it is on Kindle Unlimited, so that's where I will be reading it. The next book that I'm planning on reading this month is Best Offer Wins by Marissa Cascino. I don't know if I'm saying this right or not. But anyway, this book I believe is about it's a thriller based around buying a house. So I don't know if they're trying to get a house. I guess I'll read you the little blurb at the top. It says, an insanely competitive housing market, a desperate buyer on the edge. Marissa Cascino's darkly hilarious debut novel asks, how far would you go for the house of your dreams? So it's a thriller based on buying a house. I just thought this sounded fun. This was the book of the month for December. So I picked it up, and I am so excited to read it because I love thrillers, but this one just it sounds so different from other thrillers, so I can't wait to read it. The next book that I want to read in the month of January is It's Different This Time by Josh Richard. I wanted to read this in November because it's obviously fall time vibes, but I didn't get to it, and I'd really like to get to it now because I feel like it can be a wintry book. It's fall, maybe it could be wintry. I don't know. It's basically about these two people who are former lovers, and they get this brownstone townhouse apartment, I'm not really sure, in New York City, you know what I'm trying to say. One of those fancy brick houses, I think. They get it left to them. And so they're reunited because somebody just left them this house. And that's really what I know about the book. But yeah, I'm excited. I've heard really great things about this book. I didn't have enough time in November when I wanted to read this. I really wanted to read it then. I didn't have time. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get it done in January. I feel like January is just my month where I start all the series, okay? And I'm reading all the romance books. So I actually got this for Christmas, but this is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. I've only read a holiday novella from Lauren Asher, so I haven't read any of her books. I don't really know much about her books, but this is the Lakefront Billionaire series, and I've heard really good things about it, so I really wanted to read it, and I got the whole series for Christmas, so I was like, it's time to start. This looks very intimidating though. It's 500 a little over 500 pages, which isn't too bad, but it just looks overwhelming. You know what I mean? But I will be reading this. I don't really know what it's about. A billionaire? I don't know. I don't know everything that this series has going on other than it's about billionaires, and people hate billionaires, but they apparently love these billionaires, so I don't know. Hopefully I love it, but it's time to start the series. Hopefully we can start it in January. Sticking with our theme of starting book series, I really want to start the Catherine Cowles Fragile Sanctuary is the first one. I don't know what the actual series is called. I don't remember, but I think it's the Sparrow Falls series, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I want to start this series. It's a romantic suspense. That's all I know about it. I'm really going in blind here, but I do want to start this series. It's been on my list for a little while, and I want to get in there and find out what's going on and what is all the hype about. So we'll hopefully be starting this series. I know these are a lot of books, so I may not get to all of them. We're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best to get to all these. Another Another book series that I got, part of the series for Christmas, is Elsie Silver's Chestnut Spring series. This is the first one in the series. This is Flawless. And I know this is like, most people say this is not their favorite, but keep going with the series. But I'm just excited to dive into the series. So I will be reading this and hopefully I love it. I loved Elsie Silver's Rose Hill series. I've read all of that and I loved it. So I'm hoping that Chestnut Springs will also just have that same vibe and that same feel. So I will hopefully, fingers crossed, be starting this book this month. This one's about Rhett, and I don't know, I think he's a bull rider. He's a bull rider. That's what I know about this. So it's a bull rider romance. Yeah, that's what I know. I will be listening to this on audio. This is Queen of Shadows. It is part of the Throne of Glass series. I have listened to all the other ones, and this is the book that I'm currently on. This is just a continuation of Selena's storyline. And yeah, I'm not like hooked on this yet, but honestly, I've heard that this is the book that changes everything. And this is the book that people are like, you just got to get to this book. And then the series is just like, so I have high hopes. I have high hopes, but I will be listening to this because one, it's like 1,000,000 pages long, but two, it just, something about listening to fantasy books, it really helps me get into that world. So I will be listening to this. I also am currently listening to The Villa by Rachel Hawkins, I believe. That is a book club book for this month. So I'm listening to it currently. And then that book, I believe, is about like these friends who go to like this villa in Italy, maybe? I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm only 10% of the way in so far. So we will see how this goes. I don't know. I don't know yet, but I will be listening to this for book club, obviously. All right, and then the last book that I'm so excited about, I actually already have a copy and it's not out yet. So I will be reading this ASAP. It is Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden. I was blessed with an advanced reader's copy, so I have it on my Kindle and I'm so pumped. I love reading Frida McFadden books. They're just fun and I feel like super quick and easy reads. I just have a good time with them and I'm hoping that this one is just gonna give me all the vibes that I want. I have had this advanced copy for a month now, almost a month, and I've not gotten to it, but it is next on my list. Like I will be reading this as soon as I finish my reread of People We Meet on Vacation. So yeah, and I'm also gonna do like a new releases reading vlog and that will be included in my reading vlog. So stay tuned for that. So those are all the books that I am planning on reading in the month of January. Let me know what you guys are currently reading, what things I need to add to my TBR, but this is what's on my TBR for the month of January. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more reading vlogs, yapping about books. If you just want to be book besties on here, definitely subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. And like I said, let me know in the comments like what you guys are reading because I'm always looking for new books to add to my TBR. So let me know if there's something I need to add. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.